lawsuit that they initiated workshops with elected officials. That too is against the law. They are not allowed to engage directly legislators. They are only allowed to answer questions if the legislator themselves initiate. It is not supposed to be a state agency that initiates contact to promote the TTC. Well, we found them initiating a workshop for elected officials. Then try this. They sent out letters. This is the PR firm that they hired with our money, drafted a letter that said the Alliance for 69 was hosting it.
What?
They lied about them being the ones that are initiating this contact, and they did it under the cover of Alliance for I-69 and said that they were being invited and hosted by that agency, and that's not true. We also found documents that show that the purpose of the ad campaign was to, quote, neutralize opponents. It gets worse. And it says to target counties opposed to the TTC to turn the tide of opposition. We also found documents where the PR firm stated this in their proposal, that, quote, the political environment needs to be changed to make it less hostile to the TTC. It's unbelievable. Then TxDOT was told, we have sworn testimony from someone at the state auditor's office that worked with TxDOT on this bogus funding gap. Remember how they tell you it's an $86 billion funding gap, that we have all that in road needs that gas tax can't fund? Well, guess what? When the state auditor got in there, they found that $30 billion of that was absolutely not substantiated with a single sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Okay? So they were lying about that to begin with. Well, he also found that TxDOT told a certain employee, the Transportation Commission directed an employee of TxDOT to show that the double taxation claim of toll opponents was untrue. Well, we all know it's true. The controller's report showed it was true. But they're trying to literally use our taxpayer money to disprove a political argument in the political arena. That is against the law. Then this testimony showed that TxDOT was knowingly told to gin up false gas tax figures and funding gap figures in order to push toll roads. Our legislature is not only doing the governor's bidding, promoting this horrific public policy, but they continue to deny us the right to statewide initiative referendum, where we can petition our government for the redress of grievances and put this to a public vote. Do we have any folks from Initiatives for Texas here? Initiativesfortexas.org is where you can go, and that is another movement that is trying to win us the right to put things on the ballot ourselves, like 23 other states have the right to do. Not only that, here in Texas, we can't recall a governor. And even worse, there's no term limits for governor. This guy can run again. This is a recipe for tyranny. We must demand political reform and ensure checks and balances and put the power back in the hands of the people. As the 10th Amendment of our U.S. Constitution guarantees of free people. So I ask you, have we had enough? Have we had enough?
Good evening. Toll road opponents are very happy about a new transportation study that they say backs the idea of no more toll roads.
It's an opening that frustrates Sal Costello.
Phase 1 toll roads are opening up, and many of them, 45 North and 130, have basically been built with a lot of our tax dollars, including bond dollars that were promised for free roads.
But the founder of Texas Toll Party is thrilled about the new Texas Transportation Institute study.
It's fantastic because it proves that tolls aren't needed, and a gas tax increase isn't needed either. It's just what they're saying is we can do this without tolls, we can do this without gas tax increase if we just index the gas tax.
The TTI report suggests the Texas Department of Transportation inflated dollars needed for new construction by $30 billion. Costello says there is an easy explanation.
The more money they can get, the more money they can spend on whatever they want.
Saying this report gives his cause momentum as the sun sets on another day. Now, Costello says he is now focused on untolling Phase 2 toll roads like Highway 183 and Highway 71 on the east side of town. Mike, he says these are even more horrible because they have already been paid for 100% with our tax dollars.
Yeah, and Jenny, Costello, he knows this business of shutting down toll roads. He's done it before, right?
He has. Costello was part of the successful effort at untolling Mopac and William Cannon, and he said more recently his group was successful at untolling 281 down in San Antonio. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Okay, Jenny, thank you.